Hi, I'm Timothy James Shankar Ramnarayan. I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, and I'm here at Grand Valley State University, where I'm a cell and molecular biology student, master's thesis. And here in the United States of America, there are certain rules and regulations you have to follow in terms of immigration.
International students should be traveling with 4 documents: their passport, which is issued from their home country, their U.S. visa, which is issued by the U.S. government at the consulate in their home country, and then an I-94, which they will fill out on the airplane when they arrive in the United States. Immigration will keep half of it, and the other half will go into their passport, and then either an I-20 if they're an F student, or a DS 2019 if they're a J student.
The thing that's important to remember for international students is that their U.S. visa is only permission to enter the United States. It may expire. What allows the students to remain here is the combination of their passport expiration date, their I-94, and then either their I-20 or DS 2019, which actually has the program end date of their time at Grand Valley.
International students are required by law to be a full-time student on campus, which is 12 credits for undergraduate students, or 9 credits for graduate students. They need to maintain a good GPA and stay in good academic standing, and that's usually a 2.0 if you're an undergraduate student.
In the summer semester, there are many options available for students. They may choose to be full-time students at Grand Valley. They could choose to return to their home country and attend university there. They could attend as a guest student other universities in the United States, or even do an internship. There's no registration requirement for summer semester, but for fall and winter they must be full-time. It's really important for students who are looking for work opportunities to never accept a job without discussing it with the international office.
On-campus employment is the most popular opportunity for international students. Students may go to the Student Employment Office and apply for jobs. They can work 20 hours a week during the school semester, and then 40 hours during any break, such as winter break, spring break, or during the summer vacation semesters.
Any student who would work more than 20 hours, even 20 hours and 15 minutes, that would be a violation of your immigration status. So it's really critical that you pay attention to the total time.
CPT, or Curricular Practical Training, is a work authorization opportunity provided to only F1 international students by immigration. The authorization comes from Grand Valley State University.
You go through the process in the International Center. It is generally an internship, a co-op, or a practicum experience that's required for your major. You will need to seek the work opportunity and bring the job offer letter, plus clearance from your academic advisor to the International Center. We do the authorization 1 semester at a time, so even if your experience is 2 semesters long, we would authorize fall semester, and then you would go through the process again, and then we would authorize the winter semester.
CPT can be 20 hours a week for part-time or 40 hours a week for full-time, depending on what is required by your academic program. Students may not work more than 360 days of full-time CPT.
Any student who does work more than that loses their ability to have optional practical training, so we do need to monitor the number of days that a student is working full-time.
OPT, Optional Practical Training, is an employment opportunity for F1 international students after graduation. OPT is 1 year of work authorization in your major, in your field of study, and can take place anywhere in the United States.
Students that are in the STEM program, science, technology, engineering, and math, are also eligible for a 17-month extension on their OPT. There are several rules within optional practical training that you need to consider. Number 1, you may not travel once your optional practical training application has been submitted to immigration. You may work up to 40 hours on your OPT. It needs to be in your major. There are some rules that immigration provides indicating that you cannot be unemployed for more than 90 days. At Grand Valley, we consider any kind of employment in your major to be sufficient. So even if you were doing an internship and not doing a full-time position, as long as it's in your major, we will consider that employment. We in the Panos International Center will host an optional practical training fair, usually the first month of the last semester of your attendance at Grand Valley. And we will process everything that you need during that time.
As a student on OPT, your F1 status is still held by Grand Valley State University, even if you're working in another state for an employer that is not Grand Valley. Grand Valley still is their holder of your immigration status, and you must report your immigration status to the PADNOS International Center, and your employer's status, the address of the employer, as well as your physical address where you're living. You are still an F1 student during this time.
Many students will have studied at Grand Valley long enough that their U.S. visa has expired, and again, the visa is simply permission to enter the United States. The I-20, the OPT card, your passport, and your I-94 combine to allow you to remain in the U.S. even if your visa has expired.
Any student is welcome to remain in the United States as long as your I-20, your DS-2019, your I-94, and your passport are valid. In order to leave the United States, you need nothing. But to return to the U.S., you must have a signature from the PADNOS International Center on your I-20 or DS-2019. The signatures on an I-20 are generally valid for 1 year, unless you're traveling to Canada.
We are happy to offer those signatures. Remember that our office is open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. You may make an appointment to come in to have your papers signed. You may also drop your papers off, and we'll sign them and have them ready for you the next day.
International students are required by federal law to notify immigration of any change of address within 10 days of moving.
You will do this in several ways. Number one, you will email me. Number two, you will update your address on my banner so that Grand Valley has official notification. You will also go to the USCIS website and complete the form AR-11. If you need instructions doing that, we will have instructions available on our website.
Health insurance is required for all international students at Grand Valley State University. You need to have insurance that covers you for $50,000 in major medical and also covers repatriation, which is the recovery of your mortal remains back to your home country.
You may bring that insurance with you from home, or if you do not have it, we will have you purchase a policy through Grand Valley at the time of orientation.
While you're at Grand Valley, you will have the opportunity to file for a Social Security number. Most students at Grand Valley do have a Social Security number. You must be in the United States 10 working days before you may apply for the Social Security number. The PADNOS International Center will provide the letters of support that you need, as well as the application, and can answer questions for you about the Social Security process. The Social Security number is the number that thieves use in the United States to steal your identity. So it's important that you safeguard this document as closely as you do your passport. You should memorize the numbers, and the card should not be carried with you.
Your Social Security number is your number while you're at Grand Valley and for the rest of your life. So even if you go home and then 40 years later you come back to the United States on a business trip, that will still be your valid number.
All international students are required to file taxes by federal law. The deadline is April 15th. You are required to file taxes whether or not you worked. There will be details available on the PADNOS International Center website.
So now you've learned all about the rules and regulations of immigration. I hope you enjoy your time at Grand Valley State University, and go Lakers!